Good morning. Hello, Iron Thunder. So this plow is 7.9 wide. What's the plow that we own? Oh, this one's much wider, right? Yeah, this one's 12. Anyway, let's play the game. The mods were updated aren't... Mods we updated aren't gonna affect this game. Hey, Apollo Gamer. How's it going? How's the other side of the world doing? And I won't call it a desert. I'm doing pretty good except for one little problem. I'm doing laundry and I'm now having an allergy attack. What? You put your PhD exam before my videos? I know, unbelievable. People's priorities these days. Real life over games. Hopefully you did well on the exam. What was I saying? Oh yeah, allergy. So I went downstairs. Only 2 washers at work right now. It's like, okay, both of them have pet hair in them. I'm like, okay. Doing laundry twice. So I threw everything in the laundry basket or washer and washed everything twice. And then when I moved to the dryer, I thought there was a cat in the dryer vent. That's how much pet hair was in there. It's like, what is going on here? There's a lot of cat hair in there, or pet hair. I'm like, okay, let's try the other dryer. Okay, that one doesn't have any pet hair in it. Okay, let's use that one. But as soon as I fired it up, it sounded like it had a cat in there. It was squeaking so badly, I'm like, there must be a cat stuck in there. So, our laundry machines have been found lacking. Oh, that's cool that most of them were easy. Whenever something is easy, it means that you studied well and you understood the subject really well. Whenever something's hard, it could mean that you didn't get that subject right, or it could just be a professor that really gives hard tests. Because you always have the professor that decides that exams need to be soul breaking. Oh, cool. A little chicken coop. So it's got all these little shelves in it for the chickens to lay eggs. I'll look for your picture. Just let me know when you send it. I'm guessing Farmer Joe is joining, right? I didn't look who... Just who I assume it is, but I don't know for a fact. Are we cutting grass? No, there's lots of grass to be baled. Never mind. We're not gonna cut grass. Oh, it's gonna get dark in game 2. Jess is like, okay, goodbye, I gotta go now. Oh look, there's a lot of something to harvest. Oh, there's some weeding to be done down there. Oh, the weeder's down there. Okay, so we just have to tab to it. I'm going to plant some potatoes up here. I'm going to plant probably oilseed radish here. I don't know. That's plowed. Oh yeah, that's going to plant potatoes here. I don't know what we're planting up there. Then, oh, that's going to get plowed up there. That's going to get plowed up there. So we're planting potatoes. So that's going to be sugar beet up there. That you're plowing right now. Yep, that's going to become sugar beet. Yes, yeah. Some professors will write the test to try to trick you to make sure you really know your subject, and the questions are really trick questions. It's like, well, that's idiotic. My favorite teacher was one that at the end of the year goes, okay, we're writing the test in this classroom. All the textbooks, all the information you've used in this classroom, he had around the room, all these bookshelves around the whole room, all these bookshelves, all the information that could be related to the subject in any way. He just goes, okay, here's your exam. It is a really hard exam. But I didn't teach you how to do the things in this class. There are questions on this exam that you have not learned in class. But just like in real world, when you don't know the answer, you can use other resources to find the answers. So it's open book. You can find any book in this room and read the questions, figure out what the answer is. It was actually a fairly short exam as far as questions go because you had to take the time to figure out the answer, because some of the answers you just don't know because it's like, I don't know, he never taught us that. Oh, okay, let's go find the answer. It was a engineering drafting type of class. In real world, price of potatoes? In game? I have no idea. I don't know in game or real world. Could look, but there's nothing to sell, so I don't know. But yeah, that was my favorite teacher ever. And that class, some people failed that class. That was the only class that I got 100% at. I'm like, oh, you're making this easy. All I have to do is study and research and get the right answer. I can do this. People failed that class because they didn't know how to research. They were good at memorizing stuff, but not good at researching. It's like, here it goes. The whole point of this class has not been to teach you how to be an engineer. It was to teach you how to get the answers for a particular problem. Just remembered something. Yes, I have to text someone and get their email. Yes. A new Sutco driver. I met 2 new Sutco drivers. Both of them called me by my name before I introduced myself. both of them know me because of my YouTube videos. It's like, oh, I guess that's a thing now. I forget where the one guy said he was from, but he said he watched my YouTube videos in Croatia, I think, or something like that. I can't remember. If you're watching, let me know. And I know he graduated from MTI. I think we talked about that in stream. And now he works for Sutco. So that's kind of cool. Went to the school I went to and now works for the company I work for. You're good at theory subjects. I don't think I'm good at theory subjects. Bale hidden back here? Nope. We're good. I suppose I was just looking around for. So you just plowed that. No, what wouldn't be next? Yes. If that little field's done plowing, we have now the oilseed radish up here that's ready to be plowed, but we can direct seed wheat on that field, so we don't need that. So plowing is done. Start turning the lights on the tractors. Yeah, that was a fun week. I mean, I'm exhausted. It was a long week, 6-day week. Yeah, I definitely don't remember my first day of school, that's for sure. I don't have memories of that. Good morning, Marka. Lately, yeah, school is stressful. I think we make high school, school in general, we make it stressful. It's like, why do we have to make a job that was that stressful? I would quit. Why do we have to make school so stressful that it's a job I would quit at? Life doesn't have to be stressful. People think, like, there's jobs where people think that they have to be, like, well, there's good stress and bad stress. But we don't have to do jobs that are stressful. It's not a requirement of life. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Even before everything was done over internet teaching. I'm saying before internet teaching, um, students got so much homework that we're teaching kids that it's okay to bring your work home and keep working at home all day, every day, and ignore your family. It's like, what exactly are we teaching people these days? That stress and work is the most important thing in life? Aha, yes. I got up in the morning, started doing laundry. I don't want to start farming and doing live stream until Farmer Joe's around because I'll have to do the BRB thing and get laundry. So I'm like, I'll answer some questions on the YouTubes while editing some videos. And Jess says it's getting dark in game, so it's time for her to go back to bed. Yeah, I think, Paula, you got a good point there. Kind of makes me glad I moved so, like my parents moved so often. So I have learned in many different school systems in many different places, different provinces, different countries, that I have a different outlook on life than a lot of people do that have lived in the same place all their lives, and that's most people have lived in the same place all their lives. I have a completely different outlook on life because of that, and it's one of the benefits to growing up the way I did. And I still love teachers that insist that in real life you won't carry a calculator in your pocket everywhere you go, so you have to do the math, uh, math all in your head and on paper. It's like, okay, if the student understands the equation, understands why when we punch certain numbers into the calculator we get the answer we do, if the student understands that, use the calculator. Because we carry a calculator in our pocket everywhere we go. And like this week it came up. Jess is saying that the ferry asked me how tall my load was. I'm like, I know it in meters. We do everything in meters in Canada. Let me pull up my calculator and do the equation because apparently Canadian ferries operate in the imperial. It's like, oh, okay, you want it in feet. Okay, how tall am I? Marka, that's dead on. Schools we should be training, forget the subjects. Who cares what we're learning in school? What we should be learning is how to learn, how to study for tests, how to study for real life, how to look up things in real life. That is what we should be learning in school. Like math, who cares if we do it with a calculator or not? We should be teaching people how to think, how to ask the question, and how to get the answer. What equation do we use to get to an answer? How to look up an answer. That is how we should be teaching in school. Hence, my favorite teacher was the one that did the open book exam. And it wasn't a secret that was going to be open book exam. That was communicated on day one. You see all the books around this room? Those books are your resources. You see the internet on those computers there? Those computers are your resources. I think we'd have a better world if we taught people how to think critically, how to literally think for themselves. Yeah, and math class. Why are we not teaching how to do your own taxes in math class? Why is that not part of the main curriculum? Learning taxes, like real life skills. Yeah, that's another good point. Farmer Joe just says, learning how to do a budget. Like spend a lot of time on how to do your household budget. I'm just gonna steal. It's almost midnight. And then we're gonna buy another tractor. You're all repaired and cleaned up? I need to steal a tractor, so this would be a good one to steal. This thing transport's really dumb, but I love how wide it is. Hopefully they do an update for it. Yeah, you can't do budget 1 year. Like budget should be every year in class. There should be a whole chapter on budget every single year. In fact, math class, they should give you a budget and go, hey, you have to keep this budget throughout the whole curriculum. Ongoing, daily, 5 minutes of every class. Real life skills. Learning is not to waste money. Yes, that's another thing is um, teach kids how to make mistakes. Like I made mistakes very expensive. It's like I'm buying thousands of dollars worth of things that, oh, maybe I shouldn't have bought that. That now I don't have money for the little things that I actually need. I haven't started potato at all, no. We had cooking classes in school too, yeah. Those would be good ones as well, yeah. We had in high school. Yeah, we had cooking class in high school. Yeah. Come on. Okay, let's just lift it. Yeah, Iron Thunder, you want to drop out of school and enjoy life. The only problem with that is um, to survive in this world, you need that diploma. Without a diploma or degree, it seems this world doesn't accept you. It's like it's like a ticket to life. Instead of workplaces, instead of giving people credit for their skills that they have shown. Oh, you don't have a diploma, but you can prove you can do all those things, but you don't have a diploma. Sorry, we're going to take the person that can't prove what they're doing but has a diploma in the subject. Oh, really? That must be a US thing then. Because GED, that doesn't, I don't think that it might exist in Canada, but in Canada you just go take the courses you didn't finish in high school and you get a diploma. It doesn't, we don't distinguish between when you graduate. You still get a full high school diploma if you graduate when you're 50. No, it's a full high school diploma. It's nobody in the workforce would know that you got your diploma when you were 50. Yeah, no, that like I have a friend that failed one class in high school and hasn't gone back. If that person went back and did that one class, they would get a full, just regular high school diploma. Yeah, JB, I know the way of getting rid of all the trees too, but that gets rid of all the trees. And then we don't have these beautiful forests in game. I like to keep these forests. So I will only cut down the trees that I want to get rid of. And I get rid of all the rocks too, but it kind of adds to the game leaving the big rocks in the game. That's pretty good, Apollo. We need more people like that. And and we also need more people to hire someone that goes, well, you know what? This person might be good for the job, might not. You tell the person, you know what? I have uh, I have some reservations about hiring you, but I'll tell you what. I'll hire you temporarily. Let's do a let's do a 3-month temporary agreement. If you prove yourself in those 3 months, I'll consider hiring you. If you fail, I'm going to fire you before the 3 months are up. I'll give you a chance. I don't care if you have a criminal record or not. Here's a chance. We'll give you a job that you can't wreck too badly, type of thing. But we'll give you a chance. If you can do the job and do it well, you can stay on the team. If you can't, well, then we'll move our separate ways. But give people a chance. It's like, okay, you have a criminal record. So, who cares? I've done stupid things in the past. I didn't get a criminal record for it, but other people got criminal records for stupid things as well. So, that doesn't mean anything. And people change. Hire people. Don't be afraid to fire people. That we should hire people as if we were not afraid to fire them. It's like, okay, let's hire everybody. You applied? Sure. You got the job. You got the job. Everybody gets the job. The people that can do the job, keep the job. We'd have a lot more people employed instead of homeless that way. There shouldn't be any shame in it. That's the problem. There should be no shame in a GED because if you've if you have done you've educated yourself and passed all the tests, there should be no shame in having a GED. That doesn't make any sense. I don't like that at all. That's why there is a black market on diplomas. I forget who. Somebody did a study that um, there's a high percentage of offices where you see diplomas and degrees hanging on the wall that they're fake. The person does a job awesome and is great at doing their job, but the actual degree hanging on the wall is fake. There's good money in fake degrees, in fake schools. You can literally, there's fake schools out there that will give you a real diploma that you didn't actually do. You just paid them a lot of money for it. Use the big bud? Why not? Let's use the big bud to seed some wheat. Oh, there's lots of stuff to be harvested. This farm is not going to run out of work. I know, there's lots of work on it. Oh, this, right. That needs a 3-point hitch. We're not going to use the big bud for that. I changed my mind. We'll not use the big bud for that. Hey JB, you guys out seeding yet? I could use the John Deere. But I could use the Massey Ferguson instead. I'm going to use the Massey Ferguson. Well, really, it's the Idol 9T with a Massey Ferguson sticker on it. Oh, you started last night. Nice. Hmm? Oh, even if you challenge your courses, you don't actually take. Yes, if you challenge a course, you have to pay full price for it. Yep. What am I harvesting? Barley? Barley. I remember high school, I challenged the one course, but that was because the teacher was really cool. I actually took the course, but the way we made it to be legal, I challenged the course. So it was a drafting course that I spent all my spare time in the year before. So the teacher gave us the whole year's work on day one. Every class laid out for the whole year on day one. This is what you're going to do on this day. Here's all the tasks that need to be done. So I finished the class way ahead of time. So I started next year's class, and then on my spare breaks I also came in and kept working on next year's class. But he's not allowed to do that, and I didn't sign up for the class. So the next year I signed up for the class and challenged the class and just wrote the exam on day one, and then continued on to the third class instead of doing the second class. So I really did 2 years of that class in 1 year. So it's not, I didn't challenge the class traditionally but on paper I challenged the class. Yeah, Iron Thunder, you got a good point there. Just one thing I would add to that is have exit doors. Oh yeah, Marcus says the same thing. Have backup plans, because I've done 3 different careers now. I worked as basically a hard laborer in computer tech and CNC plasma, all that stuff, building semi-trailers for 9 years. No, I don't think I would have needed a degree for that job. It was a bonus. No, not even high school. They hired people that did not have high school. The second job was I was assistant manager at a retail store for 13, well, I wasn't the whole time manager, but 13 years. Definitely needed a diploma there. And now I'm a truck driver. Technically I don't need a diploma there, but it helps. Well, I need a class 1 license, so yep, so that was extra schooling there, but I chose to do schooling there. Now schooling has become mandatory, which is good. So Iron Thunder, having exit plans, because what you think you're going to do for the rest of your life may not be what you end up doing for the rest of your life, and a little piece of paper might be handy in the future. What am I? Combine grain. Which header do I have? It's got to be this one, right? Case IH header right there. Yeah, even making a loan at the bank. You need a loan for your farm, Iron Thunder. The bank will look at you differently if you have a diploma or not. Oh yeah, they'll swear up and down they won't, but they will. It doesn't make sense, but they will. So I don't know. I think it's worth the hard work, even though it's really stressful. I think it's worth it. But I see where you're coming from. It doesn't seem like it's worth it. And really, in real world, it shouldn't be worth it. It shouldn't mean anything, but it does. Just how it works. It just means that that piece of paper means something. It means a lot more than it should. I don't know if I've ever had plans. I mean, I guess I am a planner, but I don't plan my career out. Like like a long-term plan. I guess I do have long-term plans, but the long-term plans change drastically all the time. I have a very fluid plan. Let's go with that. I plan a lot, but it's very fluid. I don't know. I'm glad I have a diploma, but do have I needed my diploma for any of my jobs? In reality, no. Have I had to have it just to get the job? Yes. Like, did I need a diploma for managing people? No. But I needed it to get that job. And I had to do additional school to get it, but that was through the company, University of Walmart. Life is like a river. And we're a little pebble in the river getting smoothed out, getting the rough edges smoothed out. Takes a while. Jess was kayaking and she hit the rapids. That's where her metaphor went. Mine went to a pebble in a river. What does that say about us? Just as she remembers Blees well enough, kayaking through the cave and breaking her thumb in one of the rapids. Rapids inside of a cave. A little difficult to navigate when it's dark. Yeah, James, I've been thinking of getting my bike up and ready. I won't do it this weekend, but I've got too much stuff planned this weekend. But yeah, it'll be soon. It will be soon that I want to go for a bike ride. This weekend would be perfect. Absolutely. Like, it's everybody that has a bike should be out this weekend, but I have a brand new truck. I have to go organize that thing. It's going to take me all day just to get it set up the way I want it. So I'm going to do that and get it done and over with. And then Sunday we got some other plans. So James, can you fire my bike up while you're at it? Make sure it works. Yeah, Paulo, you're right. But that piece of paper opens doors for you. I wouldn't expect anyone, force anyone to get the piece of paper, but it does open doors for you. As fair or unfair as that is, that piece of paper makes a difference even though it's stupid. Hey James, we're still in spring. You're talking as if it's in summer now. We're still in spring. Had a snowstorm a week ago. But thanks. Thanks for starting my bike. Take a picture, Iron Thunder. When's that alarm gonna go off? Not another 7 minutes. Like it feels like it's been. This truck sneezes too much. I know, I say it every time. Guess I should clarify. Sneezes too much. It vents excess air too much. That loud hissing sound. Oh, missed that bale. Oh, it's getting back down to 18 and 16 this week, so I don't think it's summer yet. Unless we switch back and forth between summer and spring on a regular basis, on a weekly basis. Actually, that's what's actually technically called. It's called sneezing. That's the technical term for it. It sucks when you get 7 springs in a year. Hey, John. Initially, when you said "What's up," I read "Wake up." I'm like, "Wake? Oh no, no. Maybe I do need to wake up because I totally misread it." Is that what that is? When that actually does happen, people quite often jump in, say hi, and then say BRB. Jess says that's like somebody jumping in and just reserving their spot in line. It's like, hey, I'm here. I have to go get the popcorn though. I've bought the tickets, but I don't have the popcorn yet. I'm getting hungry. I could have some popcorn. I'm not a huge fan of popcorn. Gets stuck in the teeth. The flavor's awesome. I like the taste and all that. It's just I hate the stuck in teeth feeling. So you want me to put like a sports tooth protector on to eat popcorn? Just so it doesn't get in my teeth? You're a dork. Oh, we don't really have. I say we have spring and then a very short summer and then we have a fifth season. It's called smoky season. That'll be coming up in a few weeks. I mean, it's already happening. Chilliwack has a forest fire right now, or not a forest fire, but a wildfire going on right now. Merritt has a fire. OK Falls has a fire. So there's 3 wildfires I know of going on right now. Hey, Roy. So there's wildfires burning already. They're just fairly small and moving slow because how wet everything is. But smoky season's coming soon. Was it last year that you got put on an evacuation notice because the fire got that close? Hopefully that means that all the fuel's been burnt and we won't have it close this year. I mean, it could come in from the other side. If the fire comes in from the west side, it could still get really close to home, but yeah, predictions of a long dry summer means a very long dry smoky summer. Means it'll be a smoky summer. 23 active fires right now in BC. New fire in Oliver, great. Yeah, so far it's been a very dry spring, so that's not good news. We had a dry winter. Hey, my alarm's going off. think we'll ride along with Farmer Joe for a second while I run downstairs and get the laundry. What's the closest tractor to you? Nothing. Nothing close to you. Let's go for a swim. That'd be a long drive to go get your laundry. But I wouldn't mind. Let's jump in this huge John Deere tractor. I had the feeling you weren't going to stop for me. I had that feeling. Hey, we're wearing the same color shirt. As Jess logs out of the game and changes her shirt. Alright, I will be right back. Why would I set a timer? We're done. We're done. We're done. Time to get off and go for lunch then. What? You're wrapping bales. Got lots of potatoes in there. No, kept them. Kept potatoes. Didn't have to buy seed. Sugar beets you have to always buy seeds, yeah. Yeah, the way they grow potatoes, you can just plant a regular potato. You just cut a regular potato into pieces and grow it. So there should be a machine somewhere that you have to put them through first to cut them. Washing the decks. Oh yeah, the apartment owners yesterday had the pressure washer out and they were washing all the hallways and so everything's actually clean for once. I hired a new cleaning crew. It's been probably 2 months since someone actually cleaned, so hopefully these people stick around. Yeah, our pickup is really neglected too. I haven't washed that since the last time I washed the big rig. And you guys know how clean I keep those. I think I'm gonna drop this baler and just go seed because I'm not kind of short on tractors. Go seed that field with wheat. And then come back and continue baling. No, they gave me like a... They're like, we're going to give you all this time to switch over to the new truck on Monday morning. You'll have time to swap over. Take your time. So I'm swapping over, and also I got a message. Oh, by the way, tomorrow morning you have an appointment at 11 a.m. for the ferry. Yeah, I guess I no longer have all the time I need to switch over, so I just took all my belongings and just threw it in bags and dumped it in the truck. It's all my stuff is just laying in the back of the truck. Nothing's organized. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have all this time to move over. Right. So, no, the truck is not. It's all dirty now. It's got mud all over it. Yeah, that frustrated me a bit. It's like, got this plan to move you over and you have lots of time to move over. No, that's not at all what we're doing. Okay, cedar. Yeah, it was a tarp load. It's like, okay, I have to load, tarp it, get to the destination. It's like all that time you promised me is not actually really time. Yeah, right now the company seems to be having a little bit of internal debate as far as cleaning vehicles. It seems like some people in the company really want me to have a really clean vehicle. Meanwhile, the guy that's responsible for paying the cost of cleaning vehicles or preventative maintenance doesn't like paying out that money, so we're not getting the budget to clean our vehicles. You know, typical company stuff. Even really good companies, the dollar speaks. Yeah, we are hiring a lot of new drivers. In fact, so many new drivers we don't have trucks for them all. So the company is desperately buying new trucks and new trailers. Two drivers asked me how I like running the quad trailers, so the company must have approached them about running quad trailers. Yeah, two people that asked me about quad trailers this week. It's like, how do you like running those? Would you switch back to Super B if you had a choice? Like, well, this is how much money I'm making now, and this is how much easier my job is. So, no, I wouldn't switch. Yes, there's a lot more responsibility. You have to know a lot more laws, and that part can be a little stressful. But the job itself overall is a bit easier. I'm getting pretty much the same pay, if not a little bit more. And I run mostly in the US, which means I legally have to take 10 hours off every night instead of just 8. So I feel a lot more rested running during the week. And sure, the quad axles, more of the loads are tarp loads, but those tarp loads run a longer distance, so you're actually tarping just as much, if not less, in the long run. I'm not sure how many trucks we have. A lot of them drivers are cross shift, they drive the same truck, so the truck runs 24/7. Well, not 24/7, but 24 hours during the week. But the company has about 150 drivers, and they're trying to hire, I think they have another 28 or so new drivers on the way in right now. So it's probably closer to 200 drivers by now. I'm not sure. How many trucks? Like the chip division, everybody there shares a truck, so it's probably between 80 and 100 trucks, give or take. Just a guess. I don't know. I didn't see the post on Bookface. They have new trucks in them? Yeah, they're doing a lot of hiring. Um, our economy is definitely picking up because um, the company that we have a contract with is now doing a lot of glue lam beams, and now that they legalized glue lam beams for structural support, what, a year and a half ago? So that company is really picking up on business. I don't know if the rest of the economy is, but the lumber economy is doing very, very well. There's a huge shortage of lumber right now, so. Yeah, the lumber prices have gone absolutely skyrocketed. Lumber prices have gone so high that the company that we haul the lumber for, the lumber yard, is making more lumber than they can dry. So they're just cutting as much lumber as possible. We now literally have trucks that all they do is take the wet cut lumber out of the yard and transport it 5 hours down the road, and we store the lumber there and keep it under cover, and then once it naturally dries out, we literally pick up the lumber again and return it to the same factory to be, or same lumber mill to be finished off. Basically, the kilns can't keep it dry, and we don't have the space to cut or to store the lumber. With the prices of lumber, we are just going to cut as much lumber as possible. Who cares if we have to transport it down the road to store it? I think it's 5 hours there and back. I'm not sure, but I think it's there and back. So it gets stored way off site. It's worth paying the extra fuel and staff to just transport lumber around to store it somewhere under a roof where it can naturally dry because the kilns can't dry enough. So you got all this lumber moving around. Definitely providing extra jobs that way. I bet they're regretting not rebuilding that kiln. A few years ago, one of the kilns was outdated, so they just tore it down. And it's like, yeah, the newer kilns, they can kind of keep up. We don't really need that old kiln. I bet right now they're thinking, should have just tore the old one down and put a new one there. I think because of the pandemic, everybody is building, everybody's doing the prepper thing. From minor stuff to really big stuff, people are going, we need to build, we need a plan for our future. I think that's Broadfoot. I think. And that's like what, 100 and some percent up from, like 130% up from the price pre-pandemic. It'll be interesting what it will do after. Are the prices going to drop after? All right, Apollo, thank you for joining. Super appreciate it. It's been a good conversation. It's always fun. Got a good crew of people chatting in here. It's always nice. Almost done with the wheat here, and then I'll get back to baling. Yeah, it takes longer to plant potatoes if you are distracted and reading articles on the side. Yeah, that does make a difference. I'm not being sassy. Just stating facts. Another fact is I'm hungry. She kind of just shrugs her shoulder. Yeah, I don't care. What are you thinking? Just warming up leftovers? Or save that for dinner. Have something different now. We're really good with leftovers. We don't have leftovers. Leftover Leftovers don't last very long in this house. I don't understand why people have trouble with leftover. Because it's the same food they had the day before? Who cares? If it was good the day before, it's just as good the next day. If you enjoyed the meal, maybe you should start eating food you actually enjoy, and you would have less leftovers. Yeah, it's more than double. The wood has gone more than double in price. Yeah, contractors are having a difficult time giving out quotes because they give a quote for a building, and then by the time the customer has approved the quote, the price of lumber has gone so high that they can't afford to honor that quote anymore. Hey Don, thanks for the upgrade. Wow, there's 3 of you that have upgraded now. Wow, that's so cool. Thanks, Don. That's cool when you do a live chat, I get a notification, or during live, I get a notification. But the problem is, I don't get those notifications if it happens during the week. Like, I had to go check, and I'm like, oh, I got a new member on here. I'm like, we got more members, but I get no notification at all. It's like I have to actually go check my member list. So there's 4 members right now, which is so cool. Because I've set up like Patreon and stuff before when people ask for Patreon, and people are like, set up Patreon, I'll go support. I set it up, nothing. And with YouTube members, we're slowly getting members, so that's pretty cool. I'll keep those bonus videos going. I've got 2 new ones well, actually they're done editing right now. I'm just not uploading them while I do a live stream because that would kill the live stream. But 2 bonus videos coming will get uploaded today. Thanks, Don. I really appreciate it. So Don, in there somewhere, you should be able to send me your address if you want a button. So email me your address and I will send you a button. Same with the other YouTube members. We've sent buttons out to 1 member so far. Nobody else has provided their address yet. So you can't do reoccurring payments on gift cards. Huh. So yeah, something like a membership wouldn't work. Oh. Huh? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, let's fill this up with seed before I park it. I also need to make another member only emoji. So if you guys have suggestions for custom emojis, let me know. I've just got the controller, the truck, and the mountain with a river in it now, or a mountain with a road, depending how you look at it. Yeah, Marka, you don't have to pay for. You're an editor. You do plenty enough already. You support us in different ways. Yeah, those are the three custom icons I've made so far. I went the lighter green with the mountain. I like it better. You need to make some new ones. I think I can make two more until I get more members. And I can add another one. Was bailing, right? Yes. Nope, Mark. No one's won the giveaway yet. The secret word has not shown up a lot in the background, but it has a little bit. So, chance of winning have been low, but it's a $30 gift card now, so I can't make it too easy for you guys. But it has been there. Marka, you're fine. Like I said from day one, when you feel like helping, help. When you don't feel like it, don't. There's like zero pressure there. I just don't do the pressure thing. Except when I'm hungry. Then I get hangry. Well, but just like you, Marka, you mentioned that like I had 3 hard breaks the one day. It's like, hey, maybe I should check myself and go, hey, you might be a little worn out and you need to take a bit of a break. I have bad days. Alright, we've been driving this massive Ferguson for a while. Let's switch it up for something else. There's no potatoes to harvest. We just seeded a whole bunch. Getting rid of the trees on this parcel of land, and then we will plow it, and this will become a bigger field. No, I never thought of anything as critical. And because there's positive or constructive critique, and basically constructive critique is always helpful. If someone comes in to make fun of you, it's intent. The intent of what someone says matters. And even then, we all also have bad days. Sometimes many bad days. Park it in that corner where you're aiming at. Oh, I missed the one branch. Yes, that is a spot, basically where the highway divides from I-5 to 405, where it divides. You get brake checked there often, where all of a sudden you have to be hard in your brakes. So that's a spot that I'm usually ready for brake checks. If you're driving down the road and see a bunch of black lines ahead, it's time to slow down. Or there's a hidden dip in the ground. There's some reason why people are leaving black lines on the road there. Be careful on that section of road. The other thing I look for is black stains on the road up ahead. If there's a black stain ahead on the road, it means that every car has hit a big bump there and a drop of oil has dripped off of their car and left this black stain. So where was the stump? Oh, there it is. Black stains on the road can give you a warning that there's a bump ahead, so you can slow down ahead of time. Good stretch. Farmer Joe's being obnoxious. Just for the record. She would like to clarify the record. Alternative facts? Alternative facts? No. The thing is, studies will prove your point no matter what your point is. Like, you can find a study to support your point no matter what you look for. So my question always is, okay, who financed this study? Because it may lean toward that company or that organization. Who financed? I wish every single study, the first words out of that study on the front would be, this study was financed by so and so. It's like, oh, such and such a soft drink company has sponsored this research, and this research now says sugary drinks are healthy for you, or these sugary drinks are not as unhealthy as we thought. Well, I'm a little suspicious of this study. So I wish it was a legal requirement all studies like that upfront said exactly who paid the money for this study to happen and how independent actually is this study. So in that way you could actually argue that alternative facts and fake news are correct. Because, well, they are in a way. So we have to be so careful anything we read and agree to. It's like, hey, yeah, they said something I agree to politically or religiously. Where did that come from, though? Is it actually right? Like, same thing with if you're a Christian. You can go through the Bible and cherry pick the right verse in the Bible to say whatever you want it to say. That's not hard to do. You have to look at the Bible big picture if you want to get what the actual message of the book is, not that one single line in the thing. What is independent study? How independent is the independent? Okay, so and so paid, because the money comes from somewhere. Someone is paying for this study. So and so paid for this study. How much free reign did that group have? Like in Canada, CBC Radio is a government-paid radio station that is completely independent. The government has no control of what that radio station broadcasts. It truly is independent. But does that radio station want to continue to be financed? Our Constitution pretty much says that the way basically Canada will have a government-owned radio station that is independent for the rest of ever, but how much financing is that radio station going to get? Or TV station, right? How much financing is... So, current government is threatening to, cut the financing, or, hey, a conservative government would give us more financing than a liberal government, so we should tune our content to encourage our voters to vote one way or the other, right? So even that, completely independent, isn't 100% exactly independent. I'm trying to think what I'm doing. So they're pretty good at being independent, but I don't think anybody can be 100% independent exactly all the time. Okay, that's not what I want. Oh, just hit the wrong pedal on the joystick. I have a joystick. So no matter how independent, like you say, there may be some censorship going on, some self-preservation going on. And even if it's not a policy, it's nowhere, subconsciously everybody's still going, hey, we should maybe lean away from that particular story because it may get our funding cut. It's never happened, I don't think. But and everything I say I accept all of you guys for exactly who you are. I still have my biases. I'm pretty open book, so you guys know where I'm coming from. Because everything I say would be can be construed differently depending on who I am and what I believe, right? And also when I say who I am, how do you guys think or interpret it, who I am? Because what I am, say one word that what I am, I say I'm a Christian, the images that flow into people's head are so different from what I actually believe I am, that saying that could actually mislead people, right? Because in the US right now, really that's considered a voting block right now. Oh, evangelical Christian. Oh, that's a voting block. It's not a religion anymore, right? And we always say, don't judge other people. We all judge people. We see a book and we judge that book by its cover as much as we say we don't. Every single one of us does. Some of us are better at fighting that, like you said, the animal basic instinct of going, oh, I just judged that book by its cover. Let's actually go and double check to make sure. Because you have to survive in this world, you almost have to judge a book by its cover. You see some rough looking dude walking up to you and he's carrying a gun, you better make a judgment on that situation pretty quick. So if you don't, you may be dead. So it is survival to judge a book by its cover. But we don't need to live all of our life like that, right? We have the little peas in our brains that can override our instinct judgments. A great example is someone commented. No, it was a female was protesting about. It was basically a sexual assault type of thing. So she was in the nude and had painted on her chest and stomach, still not asking for it. It's like somebody in the comments just goes, well, she kind of is. It's like, no, she is not. Men have the ability to use their brain and go, hey, that person is naked. No, they're not asking for it. We have mental. Just because someone is in a certain state of undress doesn't mean that they're asking for it. Come on, we have the mental capability of going, hey, that's not cool to think that. Maybe we shouldn't do that. making the victim into the one that's at fault is so stupid. Like, we have to get past that. If you see someone passed out on the in a bar or whatever, that doesn't mean they're asking for it. They're doing the very opposite. They're very much not asking for it. Come on, use your brain. We can override our animal instincts. That's what we have brains for. We're smarter than the average animal. Well, having said that, we're not smarter than some animals out there are smarter than us. But we have enough brain power to override basic animal instincts. It's like yeah, Marika, we have the power to control our instincts. I am capable of doing that. And it's not hard. Every single one of us has thoughts that are absolute evil thoughts. Like, every single one of us has completely evil thoughts. And we have the brain power to go override those thoughts and go, that's so stupid, stop thinking like that. We're smart enough to do that. I should fuel this up. Hey Iron Thunder, welcome back. You had some problems with the chicken? Cool. Let me know when you sent the pic and where, and then I'll load it up. Now that you've done everything but order food, you're going to order food. Basically, you were going through everything and going, no, I don't feel like making any of this. I don't mind ordering some food. You can order some food. I'd be a fan of chicken. Jess was freezing a whole bunch of chicken tenders that she made during the week for meals for me during the week. She's pretty awesome that way. You're allowed to guess, but it's not really a guess. It's just straight out written in the map. If you think you have an actual guess at it, feel free. I don't want to see 100 words all of a sudden pop up, but yep, Jess is pretty awesome. I heard a bing. Is that you, Iron Thunder? On my phone, which might mean it's Messenger. But of course, that could be a whole handful of other people messaging me too. We're gonna back it in. Three tries? You gotta guess 3 tries? Okay, we'll park this and then take a look. Drinking? Let's go with like a lemonade. I mean, that's a sugary drink, but it's got lots of citric acid, so it's good for the kidney stone. Or the prevention of kidney stone. Citric acid has made my kidney stones So much better when I had them. Oops. Hmm? Yes, the lemonade's good. Um, let's go take a look at those photos. Here there's more binging, so that might mean more is coming in. New window. Let's. Okay, so do you know what the secret word is? How I have it set up? Like what you are actually looking for? Because I can actually give you an example because so many people don't know. I've made it so people can know. Am I making any sense? Oh! So it's like this shelf over here where the nests are. Wrong way. There we go. Oh, here you got the nests. Okay, so there's shelves over there that are separate, but here's the actual laying eggs shelves and little steps over here. That's nice. Off the ground like that. I remember we would do our shelves in 2 or 3 layers, so you could always add more nests to the top of this by building another one if you needed more, but you only got 10 chickens, so yeah, this is perfect for, yeah, yeah, this is very, very close to the chicken coop I remember growing up in Manitoba. Very similar style. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna just go visit the store. I'm in that John Deere. What's my next job I'm doing? Combine. Okay, just so I know which one to map to. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Where am I? So this is what you're looking for on the map. Letters like this on the map, somewhere in this world. I was just showing him a couple of seconds ago. You're looking for this on the map, just a word randomly somewhere written out. That is the secret word. Let's find our combine again. Oh, there we go. And as the map has gotten bigger, it's getting a lot harder to find the secret word. So I made sure that I did a job near the secret word. Having said that, anybody that joins me in game has a huge advantage. If you really want to win the secret word, all you do is join in game and run around and explore the map, and you guaranteed to win. That's not cheating. Appreciate you coming and helping do some farm, but that's not cheating. I'm okay with that. Oh, the roof is tilted slightly. You could always put like a 2x4 at the front of the roof to make it even again, and then build another one on top of it. So it'd still be doable if you decided to upgrade in the future. And yes, the combine magically erases lime for some reason. But this video is going to end soon, so I don't recommend anybody joining in game now. Because that happened last week. It's like, okay guys, thanks for watching, and synchronizing. I'm like, no! So if you ever guys want to join in game, quickly come on the live stream and listen, make sure, or ask how much longer are you streaming. Most people do. It's like, how much longer are you streaming? Oh, another 5 minutes? Never mind, I won't join in game. Another half hour? Yeah, let's go join in game. And I always tell people the easiest way to know when the secret word contest is up, just join me on your Steam server. Join me. If you see me online playing Farming Sim, most likely I'm doing a live stream and the contest is up. Ready to be won. That's 35 bucks right now. I was thinking it was 30, but it's 35 now. So it's a decent amount of cash for a new video game. But yeah, somewhere out there in the world it's written, but it's too far away for us to see right now. Because we own so much property. I'll try to look at it. It is secret words right about there somewhere. Somewhere on the screen. If it was close enough, we'd be able to see it. It's in the dark. Good luck guessing. That wasn't a real hint. That was just a rub. And I'll be honest, I don't know if we're doing a second stream this week. Yeah, maybe tomorrow morning. There should be a stream tomorrow morning, right? Yeah. I think there'll probably be a live stream tomorrow morning, maybe. We have to decide tomorrow morning, but most likely there will be a live stream tomorrow morning. Will it be farming? I don't know. Most likely. Yeah, if it's going to rain tomorrow, we might, or if the rain is in the forecast tomorrow, we may do our thing we want to do in the morning and then do a stream later on in the day. We'll have to figure it out. What's that? I've done speech therapy for, yeah, it was in Ontario when we did speech therapy. It didn't help me anything. The thing is, I can't hear the difference. And I guess that's not really an excuse. That's me being lazy because deaf people can't hear anything and some of them can speak better than I do, so that's not really an excuse on my part, but I'm using it as an excuse anyway. Yeah, I gotta give kudos to deaf people that do speak because that's not easy. Yeah, people that were not born deaf have a easier time speaking, but people that were born deaf have a lot harder time learning. But yeah. You just did that? Okay, no wonder it's not coming up. Of course, look at all the tracks on the ground. I should have seen all the tracks on the ground and go, hey, that job has just barely been done. Which means that job's been done too. Yeah, that's a good point, Marka. It's gotten pretty dark in game. Just did that too. Let's load the mower. Oh, Farmer Joe's wrapping bales. Hi, Farmer Joe. Between your live chat. Yes, we're talking about the words that start with CH or SH that I can't pronounce them separately. Or I pronounce them the same. So if I'm talking about a chip, you have no idea if I'm trying to talk about a potato chip or a boat on the water. But honestly, I don't really care that much because if people don't understand what I'm talking about with the context, then I'm okay with that. Oh, where was I? Right there. Okay. Most of them seem fine. Yeah, I think I have subconsciously kind of corrected most of them, but I've tried, but I still get it wrong every now and then. It's one of those things that I used to be really bad at and got made a lot of fun in school, but you know, you get past that and you just don't care. But it made me try to say the words right. So there was a benefit of being bullied for that, but see, everything has a benefit. Mm. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And of course, a lot of my mispronounced words are because I don't actually read the word. With dyslexia, um, I don't read the words. I put in fake letters. I don't. I I don't see letters in a word, I see a whole word. And then I make up a sound for that whole word. I also have a hard time writing any words with phantom letters. I'm like, hey, this word has a I hidden in it somewhere, or H hidden in somewhere. Where do they put that H in this? Somewhere in this word they put a hidden H. Ghost. Where do they put that H? G-O-H? G-O-H-S-T? Yeah, that seems right. So spelling was always a difficulty, huge difficulty for me. Yeah, and I had no help out of school because my parents didn't know English. And teachers, you know how much they personal care that some teachers give you in big classes. Nothing against some of the teachers, but yeah, they weren't helpful. And dyslexia, it's a new Amazon product. Also, Jess has watched me do math and gone, "What are you doing?" I do math completely different, which is why I sucked so bad at math in school. Because, hey, these are the equations you need to do and show your work. It's like, I don't understand this equation, but here's the answer. You cheated. No, here's how I got to the answer. I show my work. No, that's not how that's done. It's like, but it got the right answer, didn't it? And wouldn't it always get the right answer, no matter what? Let's use my equation with your equation and put up let's try all these different questions with that equation, and my equation gets the right answer. My equation makes sense in my head. Sure, on paper it steps a whole bunch, or it skips a whole bunch of steps, but my brain just sees those steps. I think I would have been good at math if someone had embraced that and let me do it my way. I think I could have been really good at it. Yeah, doubling down in school maybe doesn't work out so well. Schools are really good at the people that think alike. Schools are really good for people that think alike. Learn the same way. Five minutes? 5 minutes to food? Yeah, I make these spreadsheets that pop out the right answers, and every now and then I had someone go look at the equation and go, "What is this?" I'm like, I got the right answer. Who cares what it is? You don't need to know the wizard behind Oz. You don't need to know who the real wizard is. It gave you the right answer, right? Ignore the equation. The thing works. Well, Marka, we're ending it over here anyway, so enjoy hanging out with your little pod. Have a fun afternoon. We're gonna bail out over here and have some food. And then organize? Oh yes, we're going to organize the truck. We're going to work in the truck. Buy some totes and buy some stuff, and yeah. It'll be a chopping and organizing the truck and trying to make it into a livable home. Yeah, your company is always enjoyable as well. Have some good conversations. And Iron Thunder, you go enjoy your food as well. I think we're coming to a collective stop. Everybody is on the same page here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. That's always the best support I can get. And a huge thank you to the people that actually support me monetarily on YouTube members or Patreon. I'll keep making bonus videos for you guys. I'm out of here. You guys rock. Oh, food's here. That's not where I'm supposed to be going. I'm out of here.